Hello everybody, it is Refresh. I am 1-1 with this kicker deck, and we're going to see if we can get any further with it. I don't know if we can, but we're going to see if we can. Let's do it. If anybody shows up to play against, that is. Anybody excited for call time? I'm excited for, not losing that much anymore. That would be nice. Not that I'm guaranteed to not lose as much, but, as I've mentioned before, Zendikar Rising has certainly been my worst set ever in terms of limited performance. Alright, we have our two main colors. We have these creatures. I think this keeper. I guess if we're going first. I should have paid attention to that. That is kind of sometimes important. All right. Where is my opponent at? They just take their sweet time figuring out what they're doing? No? Alright. Play this tapped. We got the squid, the stalker. We got a 5-drop. This doesn't look like what a deck of these colors is supposed to be, but it is still a deck of these colors. We'll get in with the squid. We'll get the stalker going. Rogues. Rogues is a strong... Oh, wizard rogues? Interesting. I got rid of my bubble snare. That's sad. We'll play this. We'll go to combat, attack. We'll play the squid. Fortunately, we have this falconer to block their flyers at some point. And the Omara Wizard might do some work too. We'll see. Okay. Alright. We definitely don't want to trade the stalker for a rogue. Oh man, I lost that. Sad. Alright, we're going to play this. And then we're going to go ahead and give myself some abilities here. Because I am not going to be blocking, really. I'm racing now. They're going to trade for the squid. Okay, they are going to trade for the squid. That's fine. That means I don't have to spend any mana to block or to stop with my or to make my stalker unblockable now. So that's a plus. Oh, that's annoying. I keep losing good stuff. I think we play the flyer even though this gets pumped. I think we just need to get in, right? So, yeah, play this. Play my flyer. And then we're not attacking this turn, but we'll start attacking the following turn. Unless they have removal. Yeah, okay, so they have removal. That's too bad. Maybe I should have played the wizard first. They're gonna mill me. I lost a stomper. Boo. Okay, we're gonna play... I think we're gonna play the cat. We'll play land. And... can we pump this? Oh, no, we're not gonna attack with just that alone. We'll have to get stronger and attack more. Okay. Wow, my opponent's got everything. I think I'm going to lose this one. They really have everything going on. Yeah, they're going to attack with everybody, which is going to suck for me. I'm not blocking. Yeah, I lost more good stuff here. I definitely got the worst thing that I can get here, so we're going to go ahead and pump once. And then we'll go to combat. We'll attack. Yeah. I don't know if I have an out for this. Like, yeah, I've lost pretty much. I've lost a lot of what makes this deck work. Sing, I should say. What makes the deck sing. And my opponent just keeps getting good stuff. Which is making this a lot harder for me. And also flooding. Flooding will also make this a lot harder for me. Now I can't attack. Yeah, because I have to block. So I think we've lost this one. Flooding will definitely cause you to lose games, and I am losing games because I am flooding. Everybody's going to attack. I have to block the construct. I'd be surprised if they don't attack with everybody. That would be the foolish of them. Okay, so they're just being idiots. That's fine. I'm still going to lose, even though they're playing poorly here. Not that they're, like, idiots. I think they're just playing unnecessarily careful, right? I don't even need to do this, but I'm just doing it. Yeah, see? I've lost this. Could have stole that. Well, no, I wouldn't have stole it because it does the thing where it just dies and splits up into bazillion creatures. I play this. Then, can this hit any target? It does deal damage to a creature. Alright, so we'll play this. That'll trade for the construct. That'll give me one more turn. Unless they have removal. Yeah, end the turn. I misread what the mirrored construct did the last time I played this with it. Yeah. I think they probably have me. I'm sure that they have some sort of something that will get me. But yeah, you know, when you flood, like, a lot, you can't help but lose the game. And nobody knows losing better than I do, I guess. Sure. I mean, I wasn't gonna be able to get around that. That's too bad. You know, variance, you lose. You lose because sometimes you just draw lands. And in Magic, that's like a good 20% of your games or so, I would guess. Alright. Here we go, 1 and 2 with a good deck. Feels bad, but hey, GGX bro. Thanks for watching. I could do better. This deck can do better. This is not the hand that's gonna oh, it feels so bad, but like this I can't play probably with this hand, and Bubble Sneer's not doing anything. I'd have to rely on the Scythe Cat and the Xanadu Stomper to get anywhere. Can I keep this? I think I still keep it. If I draw one... No. These two cards are probably the worst cards to have with an all-green hand. Okay, this is fine. We're going to keep this one. We have our blue land. We have our green land. We have ways of getting stronger. We're going to probably pitch the Risen Riptide because we have no way to activate it with this hand. But I will say... variance has definitely not been on my side for this entire format. I think I've probably had to mulligan more and drawn the worst hands in any draft format in Magic so far. And that just happens from time to time. And I don't want to blame it all on that. I definitely have not played perfectly as well. So, you know, some of my choices have been bad. Sometimes I can't read the format as well, and that's true. But, you know, I've also been at the wrong end of the stick for variance in this particular case. So, like, all of these things have come together to treat me kind of poorly here. I'm not going to play the Omara Wizard as a land just yet because I don't necessarily need it. Yeah, especially since I can draw this. Oh, whoops. I need to play a land first, and then we'll get a Bailoff going. Get some big damage in next turn. Do you have removal? Well, what's removal in these colors? I'm curious. Okay, spare supplies is definitely a sign of desperation here. They got land screwed. Or maybe they just have a deck where they just needed that 23rd card. That's what spare supplies is. I'm not quite sure what that's about. Okay, sure. We're going to play the Scythe Cat first. Yep. And then we're going to play an island. Yep, throw all the things. Then we're going to go rumble with the big boy. And we're just going to keep rumbling, I guess, is what we're doing. Yeah. Drawing cards is a dangerous thing to do when you are playing with all the big boys. Or girls. You know, there's no real gender on these things, so... Oh, I am flooding, though. How I hate flooding so much. Alright, we're gonna go on the attack with just the big boy. We want the Scythe Cat to keep growing, because they got blockers. And then we're gonna play the wizard, because that'll start to fly over. They are really mana screwed, though. Yeah. I feel bad for them. Like, this one, I did not win because I am a good Magic player. I won because the deck did to them what the deck has done to me many times. It feels bad to win this way. But I'm not going to say no to the win. I'm going to claim that prize. All right, we're 2-2. Let's see if we can get to 3-2 with this deck, which I think is a good deck. I don't think this is a bad deck. I think that you know, maybe I have made some mistakes, and also the random number god is a harsh mister. Normally I would not keep a hand that is like all one color when I'm a 2-color deck, but I can cast this, and then this, or this. We're going to keep this. That can be a land, too. So that's not the worst thing in the world. In fact, I'm going to play this as a tap land. Just because I don't know if I'm getting more green. Alright, they're on blue. So we got to watch out for counter spells. This is a spell that I do not mind being countered. We're going to play this. Counter it. Use your Jawari Disruption. Or Anti-Cognition, as it were. I don't mind. Okay, let's see if they have another one to get rid of my Risen Riptide. They don't. There was no pause. So it looks like we're go to keep going. Or to keep attacking, I guess. This is not attacking, though. Not through their wall of blue. And with 0. Alright, they've got a flyer. But what we've got is a Jiraga Visionary. Yeah. And then nothing. Okay, so we're racing now, it looks like. That is annoying. That I kind of want to kill. I can block it indefinitely with that, though, so I think I just attack with the Visionary. If they trade, that's fine with me. Yeah, so we're going to play this. Land, yep. Then we're going to go to combat. We're going to attack with the Visionary, because this can block this. Yep. Yep. They're going to take it, I'm guessing. Oh, they're going to trade? I'm okay with that. Oh, you got a pump spell? Interesting. That's fine. I will just... Oh, this is interesting. I can bounce the wizard. Okay. Hold on. Let me think. I can bounce the wizard, which means that they don't draw a card, but they'll get this trade, which is not that good. If I bounce this, then this does nothing. They'll still get the wizard, the card off the wizard. So, but I'll get a card too. Is there another play that I can have? Nah, let's just... This is basically a free kill on their part. So let's go ahead and bounce this. Oh, maybe I can steal it later. They are definitely a mono blue deck of some sort. Okay. We're gonna attack with the Visionary again. Yep. Go Visionary. Alright, so now I gotta play... I think I play the 5-drop. That was a mistake. Not what I intended to do. Why do I make misclick errors like that? It's so stupid. Well, alright. Let's try to look less stupid. We'll cast this thing too. Oh, that was such a terrible mistake. Oh, why did I click the wrong thing? I meant to cast it. I'm such a fool. I am the fooliest fool that ever did fool. At least I have the Kazandu Stomper at some point to get things back. My opponent, I think, is color screwed, and I'm not able to take advantage of it. Yeah. They've got their attacker. I feel bad. Okay. This is actually fine. We're gonna... This is just tempo, but I'm gonna lock this thing down. And then I don't have to worry about it drawing cards either. Okay, sure. They're protecting themselves from a little damage there. That's fine. We're gonna go on the attack. We have the clock advantage right now. And then we can get something back if they mill something good too. So, I don't think we play that as a land. I think we want to hold on to that just for now. We might Balaged with this mountain back so that I can blow something up with Royal Eruption though. Okay, fine. They are truly mana screwed. Interesting. Alright, we're gonna attack with the Visionary for sure. Go Visionary. Yep. And then we're gonna play the Scythe Cat. Hello everybody that are just joining if you are. We're gonna grow the Scythe Cat. I think we're getting almost to the point where we can steal a creature here. We'll end the turn. And we could Balaged Recovery, grab the mountain, and then Royal Eruption something. Fine. Okay. You're gonna tempo me? Sure. Like, if I smash with the Riptide, they're gonna feel kind of bad about that. I do need something to smash with the Riptide with, but... Okay, they got their second color, which is troublesome for me, but... It's a 2-2? A 2-1? Okay. We'll go to my turn, and then we will... Let's see here. We're definitely attacking with the Visionary. I can kick this to make the Riptide huge. Oh, I can't kick it. I need the second green mana. That kind of sucks. I have... How much mana? I have 5, 6, 7. I can take over the Expedition Diviner. Let's attack with the Visionary first and see what happens. Do they have something? No. Interesting. Alright. Let's see if this draws out a counterspell. We'll take this guy. Do they have a counter? Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna take their clock, and then I'm also increasing my clock. I guess they're looking. I guess they played that to look for a. Okay, I'm fine with that. I can get this back actually. Oh, I should have played this as a land so I can kick the Gnarly Colony. That's a mistake on my part. I could definitely play this better. But now I have the clock. They are on 2 turns. Okay, this makes them feel safer about attacking. That's good. Okay, that's annoying, but it's not the worst thing in the world here. Okay, let's see. I need to... Alright. I think I have the win. Because I'm going to attack with the Visionary. If they don't block, I'll win this turn. They don't suspect that I can get my land back, right? Yeah. They're going to take the hit. And then I play Gala Bed Recovery. Watch. We're going to return the mountain to my hand. We're going to play the mountain. And then we're going to shoot the face. Like this. Unless you have a counterspell, I just win. That was me pulling this outside of my butt. Well, it wasn't me pulling it outside my butt, but we were giving them a little bit of false hope in that I couldn't cast a thing. Did I have fun in this match? Yeah, sure. I mean, if you win, you kind of have fun, but I would say no if this was one of those things where my opponent really didn't get to play Magic. So, I think I'm being honest there. Alright, we are 3-2 with this deck. I think that, you know, this deck is deserving of better than that. So let's see if we can get to 4-2. GG, bro. NC1, is that supposed to be nice? I'm not sure I quite understand. Alright, I'm going to keep this hand, even though I only have 2 lands and all these things need the extra mana, because, you know, there's a lot of mana in my deck. What are the odds that I'm just going to... I say this, and I'm tempting the fates here. I'm tempting the random number god. I'm going to say, what are the odds that I'm not going to draw lands when I flood so much, right? Watch. Watch as I don't draw any lands. I still have a couple turns. I can do this. We can make it. We'll get there, everybody. I don't feel good about this. And my opponent has a really good card to start. That also makes me feel not so good. See, here's the thing. I could play the Gnarly Colony as a 2-2, but with this Magmatic Channeler down, it's going to just block everything that I play. And so there's no point, right? Actually, no. It'll prevent them from attacking, I guess. But do I care if they attack with this? I don't think I do. Alright. We are not going to play that. We're going to end the turn. We're going to play the 3-drop. And then we're going to play a 4-drop. And then we're just going to start dropping lands and smashing, I guess. Thank you, GG, bro. Thank you. I'll take every compliment I can get because I deserve so few. But, you know, every once in a while I win, and that makes me feel good. If you'd seen me in the previous sets, I was a better sight to see. Not necessarily, I'm not like a pro or anything, but, you know, I'm not even at the level of like high-level YouTube Magic player, but I do think that I am normally a fairly decent player. You know, I get to my 55 to 60% win rate. Usually, wow, my opponent's really tanking this one. Is it really that hard to decide what to do here? They are... Yeah, it is really hard. I guess they were short on lands and they were trying to decide what to chuck. And they decided the Fissure Wizard. Interesting that they played the Tormenting Voice instead of the Fissure Wizard. I think the Fissure Wizard would have been a better card for them. Alright, we're going to play this at the risk of it getting shot down by the Spikefield Hazard because I need to get on the board and get rolling. Hopefully I'll draw another land this next turn because I don't want this thing to die to a Spikefield Hazard. I'd rather them use real removal on it. They also have this Magmatic Channeler, which is basically Tormenting Voice as well. Okay, so they had that. So they did need lands. So that's what this was about. Yeah, I'm not blocking you. You can totally hit me. That's 1 point of damage. Reclaim the wastes will get me a land. I think I reclaim the wastes because I do need that land pretty badly. Do I want... It looks like I don't need a double green, so we'll grab the red. Actually, can I cast a 3-drop here? I can't, so we'll just grab the red. We'll play the red. My opponent probably has some removal spell for my side cat. Sure. Alright, we're gonna get 2 damage in. It's something. And then I got the Canopy Bailoff coming next, so... This is... It's not a great trade, but it is a 2 mana for 2 mana, so it's fine. I think the Bailoff comes first. And then the Visionary the following turn, if I don't draw another land. And then, otherwise, we're going to play the Falconer. The Stomper is a great curve topper in this deck, because what it does is it lets me pick up my lands again to re-trigger the Bailoff, which is good too. If I draw more lands, then I can eventually steal stuff, like this guy. Okay. So they can play one of them. I think they play the Swamp. It feels bad that they can't... cast these Aggress. Or oh, they can. If they had another land. Yeah, we'll see if they play the Swamp. Oh no, they have Zagras. I gotta steal it. Then choose one of them. Oh no, they play the Swamp. Okay. All right. I don't have to worry about the worst card. But they do have 2 creatures back. That's not as good of a thing for me. Alright, so I'm going to play the Falconer, I think. That'll... I think that uses my mana better than playing the Bailoff. Yeah. It's just a beater, you know. You gotta have your beaters. Now, my opponent is in the colors of removal, so I could just be sending this thing to its death. But I still have the Bailoff afterwards, so... And I have the Gnarly Colony. I have plenty of 4-power dudes. So this is not the worst thing in the world. They need... How many cards? They take 5 for that. This is... Yeah, that's not good. But I can steal this, so that's also not too... Well, I need another blue mana. Not good. I'm gonna play the Bailoff as a deterrent for the Channeler's attacks, because I need that. Yeah. This will stop the Channeler unless they have removal. And I'm happy to trade with the Channeler, because that thing is a boss. At some point, I might want to Surge. But I think the Colony comes next. If they kill the Bailoff, and, you know, again, they're in the colors for that, then I have the Colony as a backup. Okay, that's not necessarily death, but they do have 4 red mana. Bummer. My opponent has it! I don't know if I can... They're definitely in the colors to beat me here. I need something good. This is... It's not enough for this. They are at 5. So I need to cast this to block that. And even then, I'm going to take a beating here. Like, they could have the Royal Eruption, and even if I trade for the Channeler, they're just going to dome me. Okay, that's not doming me, so I feel okay right now. But I need a lot of help in order to survive this assault. They're going to attack with everybody. Or they should attack with everybody. We'll see if they actually do or not. But I would. If I were a good player, and there's no certainty that I am, because my record in Return to Zendikar doesn't say that I am, but if I were a good player, I would attack with everybody, knowing that, yeah, okay, so they are a good player. They are worth their salt. Because now I have to get rid of all 3 of these somehow in order to survive. And if they play one more threat, I am really in trouble. I think the only way for me to survive this is for me to lull Mage's domination this Fissure Wizard, which, you know, kind of feels bad, but it can block, right? It can block this thing. That'll give me one more turn to find an answer to this thing. Ugh. Ugh. Feels so bad. I need an answer for the Sky Dancer, though, because otherwise I am toast. Also, they need to find... If they have a way to kill my Fissure Wizard, I'm also dead. Oh, well, good job. Nice. Good game. Oh, this deck is going to go 2 and 3? No! Or, wait, is it 3 and 3? Did I get to 3 at least? Oh, it deserved to do so much better. Am I just the worst pilot in the world? Did I do this wrong? I can't tell. It's so hard now. Like, I just lose so much these days. Let's open my packs and we'll start another draft. Oh, it feels bad. Feels real bad. All right, here we go. First pick out of this pack is going to be... I don't know if Inscription of Ruin is good enough to first pick. It is versatile, but is it the right kind of versatile? I think I'd rather have the Deadly Alliance, or maybe even the McKinley Stampede, or the Royal Eruption. I'm always on Royal Eruption as a first pick. It's just, it's so good as a common card. Like, you need a really good... Okay, see, here's a harder one, right? You can get the Relic Vial, great in Clerics. Clerics of Life Bond, great in Clerics. The Bright Climb Pathway, great in Clerics. I think I would choose the Cleric of Life Spawn. I think the upside to this is just so strong. Although, you know, there is a good argument for Relic Vial. And either way it goes, like, no matter which one I pass, on the other side, when they're passing to the left, it's going to feel bad for me because my opponent, somebody on the left of me is definitely going to be playing Clerics. Alright, so there's that. Let's get a new draft started. It feels bad, but, you know, at least I got to 3 wins, which is something, even though one of my wins was completely just my opponent flaming out because they had a bad land hand, or a bad lands. They were mana screwed, I should say. So it doesn't feel great. This was not the best experience, but here we go. Draft 2. We can draft another good deck and then go 3-3 with it. Oh, it feels so bad. We'll see. We'll see. Let's hope that I can finally get to play a Cleric deck again, because I really thought that the only Cleric deck that I drafted was such a good deck. I mean, it proved it by going 7, but it's so hard to play Clerics because I think everybody's fighting for it. Is there going to be anybody here? Am I gonna... Oh, man. It feels so bad. That deck should have gone 4. It deserved to go 4. It should have deserved to go better, but, you know. Either I'm a bad pilot, or I was just unlucky. And I feel like, consistently, over this entire format, I've not gone 4+, which I think suggests that I'm just a bad pilot, right? I think that's what it means, right? I'm just a bad Magic player. Even though, normally, I do win a lot more than I lose, but, you know. Zendikar Rising. Either people are really good, or I'm really bad. Or I'm just really unlucky this time around. But I don't think I can be that unlucky, right? If any of you have thoughts about my deck building and I'm doing something wrong, or like my play pattern is just off, like, do let me know. Like, I would like to get better at Zendikar Rising and at least eke out one more 4+ sometime before the format ends and Kaldheim arrives. Like, that would be nice. Where is everybody? Come on, play some Magic, people. I want to draft. It's not even 12. Where is everybody? Okay, that's number 5. We can do it, people. We can get to 8. We can do this. I don't know what else to say right now. For this new year, I am looking forward to Kaldheim. I'm also looking forward to Strixhaven and to the D&D set. I'm looking forward to every single Magic set. I think the sets for Limited have been really good. Aside from Dream Trawler in Theros Beyond Death, Dream Trawler should have been a mythic rare. It should not have been rare. It just was way too much around. Like, that card should not have been as prevalent as it was. It should have been with Kiora Best Sea God in the Myth rare slot, so you don't see it that often, because that is just so demoralizing to run across, because it was nearly impossible to beat. I really liked Throne of Eldraine. That was really fun. Although, because we didn't have live draft then, we didn't really get to... we got a lot of those really janky, like, computer decks where people were able to get, like, 5 Merfolk that does the milling and really just mill your opponent out. And everybody had really degenerate decks as a result. So I'm really glad that we have this live in-person human being draft thing, because the decks are a lot more reasonable when you're drafting it with real human beings. I mean, sometimes you get newbies in there, and God bless them for playing Magic. I want everybody to enjoy this game, but, you know, sometimes people that are new to Magic don't always pick in a way that is optimal for both them and the neighboring players. And so every once in a while you get those, but more often than not, you get more realistic decks when you are playing with, you know, actual people. All right, so we have all of these choices. I think Master of Winds is the first choice here. This card is card advantage on a stick, right? Because as soon as you play, you draw 2 cards and then discard a card, so you're getting a card. And this thing is a 1/4, sure, which is not the greatest stats in the world, but you can cast an instant, like, whenever you want, and suddenly it becomes a 4/1. It hits hard in the air. Yeah. Plus, I don't think anything here really compares. Like, Cunning Geyser Mage is decent. This is a removal spell. That's okay. Vanquish Eureka's removal spell. And I think Black Plume Rogue is good, but this is a game winner. This can sometimes get there. And this is removal, yeah. So I think Master Wins. It's an easy first pick here. Oh. Looks like I'm back in blue, everybody. Alright. Archpriest Eye of Iona. This is not very good. Royal Eruption. I mean, every time I see this, I take it. Feed the Swarm is decent. I think Black Plume Rogue is good. Who's ever to the left of me is getting hooked up with these black cards here. But Royal Eruption goes well with Master of Winds. It's a removal spell. It can go to your face. As you saw in that 2 games ago, where I was able to finish my opponent off with it, like, it's just really good. I think you take it almost every time you see it. Like this time. Another Royal Eruption? Yes. I'm going to be passing the Horn Beetle, which is decent in the counters deck. The Cowl in the Ambush, which is decent. Into the Royal, it's also a really good card. But Royal Eruption, you don't pass unless it's later and you're not in those colors. Alright, so now we are looking at... we're really high on both blue and red. Plus, none of the other colors are saying anything. So I could take the Expedition Diviner, which is a wizard. It plays into our themes here. I also like the Ardent Electromancer and the Jawari Disruption. But I think I like the wizards, and this is a really good one. It's a flyer. You saw my opponent get chip in, like, 6 damage with this thing. And then if you have another wizard, like, it gets so painful to remove. All right, here we're going to take the Expedition Pathway because it's a dual land in our colors. Is this the deck just telling me? Like, Sizzling Barrage might be an interesting choice. Same with Cleric, but yeah, this is, like, in colors. Like, I can play all of these cards now. Okay, Relic Amulet. Again, it's telling me to play wizards. Everything is telling me, hey, you are going to play wizards and sorceries. And so I'm going to play wizards and sorceries. Dauntless Unity, probably not good enough to take. Molten Blast is removal. Yeah, I guess Molten Blast. I also like Glacial Grasp quite a bit, but I don't think I have any other way to get through. And this is just red removal. I'll take it. It's not the best, Royal Eruption sounds better. At least this is instant, though. And I have had to destroy artifacts once in a while, like other people's Relic Amulets or their the other amulet that's for clerics. So, right now, like, I like our start here. We are getting hooked up, and like this deck, if it keeps going this way, is going to be very strong. Now, with my luck and or my terrible skill, I might lose with this deck. But I feel very good about where we're at right now. Like, there's just a ton of synergy in everything that I have. So, We're going to hope that we can just keep on this path here. That would be nice. And we got some slow pickers. Yeah, we have a couple slow pickers. All right. Well, none of these are really what we want. We could take this on the off chance that I get some kicker cards. You know, I don't think Tormenting Voice is good enough to pick right now. This might move me into kicker if we end up in kicker. But yeah, we're not playing these white cards. They're not very good. This Kite Sail is not really what we want. Base Camp, we're not playing Party. So yeah, we'll take the Riptide. See what happens. Cleric is in color. I guess Sentinel might be better, like, in the late game. It really does nothing in the early game. We're not really playing a kicker deck. And it's really expensive to kick anyways. I think we take the first Sentinel. I won't take another, but I think we take the first one. Okay, now we're just like straight up non-color. We're going to take the rare just as a rare draft. We're not playing that. We'll take the Lagok. It's in color. I'm not playing the white cards or the green card, so we'll take the Lagok. I don't know if I'll play that. We'll take the Ambusher. That's a good 2-drop. Much better than the Cleric for us. We will take... I don't know. Both these are not cards that we want. We'll take this and put it in the board, I guess. We'll take this and put it in the board. Looks like white is a little open. Roiling Vortex is not what we want. We do like the Lull Mage's Dominance. We've seen it do the 2-for-1 thing multiple times already, and it works with our spells theme, so I think that is our pick here. What we're passing, I like Salinity Vision. I think that is a decent card. Seafloor Stalker is also good, and Stonework Pack Beast is good. I feel like I've taken too little of these. I feel like I should take more of those. But we're going to take the card with the highest power right now, which is the Lull Mage's Domination. And yeah, 2-for-1 power. You gotta love it. Alright, Synchronized Spellcraft is a removal spell. I do like that. If I could splash, I would take this, but we're not splashing right now. Cleric is the only other thing in this pack, so yeah, and I'm not going to take another Sentinel unless the Cleric gets past. It gets skipped on the way back around, so we'll take the removal spell. Alright, we have a Seafloor Stalker, I guess, is a decent way. It blocks in the early game, and it can finish the game off. The Squid is probably less good, so this is what we're hoping gets past. Or the Hellion. That's also a decent card, especially if we get more tap lands. But, yeah, we'll take the Stalker for now. So this deck is fine right now. It's not amazing. We have some good cards here and some great synergies. We have 2 Royal Represents, which I like. I like the Relic, Amulet. We would like more Wizards if we can get them. So we definitely want to keep an eye out for that type. It does matter, especially with our Expedition Diviner. And yeah, and some of this other stuff, like, I would like to get rid of, but we'll see. This is good card draw. I like the card draw. This is a good card, but we're not in green. And I don't mind passing a Hellion for the good card draw. So we'll take the 1 card draw. And now, we really don't like any of this stuff, do we? This helps with Kicker. I don't think we want these weak removal spells. This is like sideboard stuff. I don't like this Throne of Makindi, but, you know, we have this Kicker spell. Maybe we'll get, and these Kicker spells, so this can do something. We'll take that. Alright, Cascade Seer is a wizard. It's not a great wizard. I'm almost thinking the Cragcrown pathway might be better. But we're kind of short on creatures, aren't we? Yeah, 7. And this will let us splash green. I'm going to take the pathway to let us splash green. But we're going to take the Diviner here, because that's definitely what we want. And then we are going to take the Guide here, even though I don't like it. Like, I'm not playing any of this stuff, right? Yeah. We'll take the Guide. We'll see if we play it or not. Okay, we got a choice between the Bugcatcher, the Stalker, and the Vision. I'm going to take the Vision. Even though I think that there is a call for the Stalker or the Bugcatcher in this deck. And I'm not sure 100% which one is best. I think I'm going to default to the Vision just because we have a lot of spells in my deck. And it is also a land. Okay, we're going to take the Kite Sail. I'm probably not going to play that, but we'll see. None of these are anything that we want. We'll just take on the off chance that we splash for it, the stopper. And we like the Hellion. That's a card. That's actually a card. We'll take the Barrage. That can be a card in this deck. We don't want this. Alright. Nahiri is... We can't splash for this. I mean, she is a value engine, but she's not that good. I'd rather have the Songman Treachery or the Thundering Spark Mage. This is probably the pick because it's a wizard. We actually have quite a bit of a party as well. Let me take a look. We have 3 wizards, a warrior, 2 rogues. So we have something resembling a party. So I think the Spark Mage is probably better. I do like the Songman Treachery, but I think the Spark Mage is better for us. And we're going to hope that Bubble Snare, Risen Riptide, or the Treachery comes back around. Probably the Riptide, if anything, I would imagine it's coming back around. Ruin Crab. Oh, man, this is hard. Okay. I think the correct pick is the Electromancer, because it's a wizard. It does what we want. But it's hard for me to pass a Ruin Crab. Like, it just feels so good to mill people with it. I'm going to do it. This is not the right pick. Everybody, if you're watching, this is the reason why I lose. I do stupid things like take the Ruin Crab. This is exactly what we want, though. This wizard right here, actually, this wizard right here, I think is slightly better because it does incremental damage. This is good as a land, and we would love for this to come back around, but this is just so good. We can't pass up a Rockside Sorcerer. This is, again, another wizard. It's better than this wizard, so we're going to take the better wizard, and we'll hope that this comes back around. But we take a cleric if it comes back around too. Wizard all over the place. Let's wizard all the things. I love it. I gotta start making some cuts though. We are definitely, we're not playing the Riptide. I think we're off of that. Let's see, Kazul's Fury. Sure, yeah, we'll take that. That's a land that we can throw one of our creatures that might die. We're not playing this. I don't think we're playing the Kite Sail. Let's see. Let's take another Ambusher. That's a good ground creature. Blocks, and then we'll do some more damage. We have the Wizards. We have Kazul's Fury. I think this is fine so far. We don't really like any of these. I'm going to take the Scavenge Blade because, yeah, sure. Why not? I'm not playing it, but I'm going to take it. This is a trick. Sure, we'll take the trick. We're not going to play it, but we're going to take it. And then another Ambusher. I don't need this, right? So yeah, we'll ambush. And we're not playing any of these. We're going to take the shield, I guess, because it very roughly fits in our theme. We got the cleric back. Probably not playing that because I have all those Teeter Peaks now. We'll take this. Probably not play that. And I think we just need to make some cuts and we'll be good to go. We didn't end up with any green, so I'm just going to get rid of the pathway. I think in that case our mountain will be better. Because I don't want to accidentally misclick. Wow, we got 60 gems out of that. I must have gotten a lot of dupes. Oh, whoops. Alright, let's see. We need to make... We're going to cut this. Yeah. And then we have... Let's see. We don't have any 6-drops. This is an amazingly low curve deck here. How many wizards? We have 7 wizards and a ton of spells. So we definitely got there on the spells theme. I think because our curve is so low, we can actually cut some lands here. We only have 1 tap land in the Kazul's Fury, so I do need to think about this a bit more carefully. So we are at 15, 16, 17, 18 lands. And we can probably cut down to 16 lands. Maybe. We have a lot of 4-drops, so maybe we cut 1 land. And let's see what our balance is. We're slightly more red, so we'll cut a blue. How many kicker cards do we have? 1, 2, 3. 3? We don't really have a lot of kicker. So is this even worth it? Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. So we'll cut this. Oh, we cut that, but then they increased this. Okay. So then we're going to cut a mountain. And then we need to just cut one more card and we're good to go. I think the Lagak might be the thing to cut. I feel like the rest of the deck actually kind of does something. So yeah, let's cut the Lagak. Smooth out our curve a bit and let's get it going. All right, here we go. Blue-red wizards and wizards and spells. Let's see if we can get it. Well, there's some warriors too, but there's no warriors theme in this one. We're like a real wizards deck, everybody. We have payoffs, we have enablers, we have an opponent. Like the knight is working. We're up against Maximus. Oh, that's a clever spelling there. And they've got the face there. This is fine. We got 2 drops. We have 4 drops. We have a removal spell, and this can hit for a bit. If my opponent is okay, so they kept their 7. Ooh, they got fancy card art there. If my opponent's slow, then the T2P can hit for a bit too. So I think this is fine. When you T2P, we can punch through a big blocker. All right, so they're playing the yeah, we can punch through that even. Play this. We'll get Peekin. That's not the big blocker I want to punch through because the Ambusher can totally kill that. Maybe my opponent will remove the Ambusher for all we know. The life gain thing is a little annoying. Dauntless Survivor is a little annoying. Oh. But what they don't realize is that we have a sizzling barrage. They're not gonna block, are they? They won't block this. They're not gonna fall for. Wow, they're really gonna let me do the 2-for-1 thing? Alright, they let me do the 2-for-1 thing. I'm okay with that. I'm really surprised that they took that block. I thought I was telegraphing that I had Sizzling Barrage. Oh, they're 3 colors, Steamer. I wonder if this is why they kept the hand that they did. Alright, we're gonna do the 2 damage, or the 1 damage. And then we're gonna get the Diviner out. Let's see what my opponent's up to. They've got a lot of lands. They have a Seafloor Stalker. We're gonna play another land. And we're gonna attack. Like, I would gladly trade the Ambusher. They're not going to. Okay, so we'll just take it. Take the damage. We'll play another wizard. Now I have to kill one of our wizards. We're gonna get a card. Do they have a counterspell? Oh, they have counterspell. Nice. I'm also flooding again. Notice how much I flood. Like, I feel like lands just love me that much, even though I cut lands out of my deck. That is a big boy. I don't know if we can race that big boy. We're gonna see if we can convince my opponent that they are gonna get milled out or something. Ooh, oh, they have such a good deck. Look at this deck. Wow. This can be pumped once. That'll get to. That'll not good enough is what it'll get it to. Okay, we are totally in race mode here. We got to race the Zandu Stomper, which is not going to be easy. End the turn. I guess we can trade the Ambusher for the Stalker. Oh no, they're just going to make it unblockable. Oh no, they're going to play Brute. Okay. It's not good, but it's not the worst. We're definitely not in great shape here. Okay, they're just going to make it unblockable. Too bad the Molten Blast does nothing against this deck. Wow, we're just going to take a hit. I can't even block that. Okay, we're going to take this hit, but I don't think we're taking the next hit. Yeah. Oh, hey, look! A land! That's exactly what I need. A land. That's all what I need. I need all the lands. That's what I need. Yeah. We're going to attack with you. We're going to block this next turn. Yeah, we have to block this next turn. We do have blockers, but... Wow. Feels bad, man. Okay, Pack Beast is fine. We can trade the Ambusher for the Cassandra Stomper, so I'm going to do that. Okay, so they're just going to hit me with that, I think. Oh, interesting. Alright, we're going to blockers. We're going to block here. And then, let's see, that we're going to take 6. So I think I block with this too. Yeah, we have to block at this point. And then we're going to pump this twice. Sure. That's fine. Now we're going to pump. And then we're going to pump. We'll get rid of their big creature. This thing I have to kill somehow. Master of Winds is not going to do it. Okay, we're going to play this to hope to draw the Royal Eruption. That's not a Royal Eruption, huh? Okay, we'll discard a island. Yeah, we lost. I don't think we can get out of this. Because this I can't block. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. I can kill this. Yeah. You got me. We'll just play some stuff for mana. Or for, what do you call it? Sure, it doesn't matter. Alright, we're gonna quit. We're not winning this one. My opponent's got the Sleep Force Stalker, and I didn't draw removal. I needed that Royal Eruption. I would have loved to draw that Royal Eruption after they said good game, and they just shot their only way of defeating me. That would have felt real good. But, you know. Such as it was, I did not draw one of my many Royal Eruptions. So, we are 1-1, or 0-1. Oh man, I'm 0-1 already with this actually pretty good deck. Let's take a look at my prize that I got for doing a mastery quest. Alright, amongst all these things, I think I choose Grakmaw. Why do I choose Grakmaw in this pack? Because this is card advantage. Now, green and black is the worst color combination, but if you're in green, you can splash for black. And, again, if this thing dies, you get another 3/3. It's a great deal. I would take that. Also, these two uncommons are not very good, and the next best thing is like Into the Royal, maybe Ghastly Gloomhunter. This could wheel, and then you get these two, which work really well together as well. So that's what I would take. But, alright, thanks for watching the I'm Not Very Good at Magic show. If you enjoyed the stream somehow, hit the like button to let me know. If you would like to see more of my streams, you can hit subscribe. This was Refresh. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Good night.